Welcome to our walkthrough on how to add guests to your workspace in Notion. Whether you're managing a project, documenting ideas, or organizing your team's workspace, Notion makes it all a breeze. Today, I'll guide you through the simple process of inviting guests to join your Notion workspace. Let's dive in. First things first, head over to the Notion homepage. You can do this by typing www.notion.so into your browser's address bar. This is where everything starts. Once the page loads, you'll notice a login button. Click on that. This is your gateway to accessing your Notion workspace. Now, assuming you've previously set up your account with Google, choose the Continue with Google option for a quicker sign-in process. A list of Google accounts will appear if you're signed into multiple ones. Click on the account you've used for Notion. This should match the email you used when creating your Notion account. After logging in, it's time to navigate to your workspace. You can do this by clicking on your workspace's name, located at the top left corner of the screen. Notion is designed to support multiple workspaces, so if you're a part of more than one, make sure to select the one you want to add guests to. Once you're in the correct workspace, look for the Settings option. In the workspace settings, you'll find several options, but we're interested in the People section. This is where you can manage who has access to your workspace, including adding or removing members and guests. Click on Add Members to start inviting guests. This opens up a field where you can enter the email addresses of the individuals you wish to invite. Type in the email address of your guest. Make sure it's typed correctly to ensure they receive the invite. After you've entered the email address, you'll notice the Invite button. Click on it to send an invitation to the guest. But before we wrap up the invite, there's an important step to consider: setting the role of your new invitee. By default, the role might set as Member, but let's take a closer look. Click on the role selection to see what options are available. For the purpose of inviting a guest, you typically select Member unless you have a specific need to assign a different role. The role defines what level of access and permissions the guest will have in your workspace. And there you have it. Once you've selected the correct role, your guest will receive an email invitation to join your Notion workspace. They'll need to accept the invite to gain access, so make sure to give them a heads up. Keep in mind, managing a collaborative workspace involves more than just adding guests. Notion offers a wide array of permissions and settings to fine-tune how each member or guest interacts with your workspace. It's worth exploring these options to ensure everyone has the access they need without compromising on privacy or security. And that concludes our guide on adding guests to your Notion workspace. Whether you're collaborating on projects, managing documents, or sharing important information, Notion makes teamwork effortless. Thank you for following along, and happy collaborating.